So, this is from my series, The Forensic Imagination Poetry as Case Building. As the current administration erases history, I realize it's up to the poets and writers to do the record keeping as one way to counter the official whitewashed narrative of Hegseth's version of patriotism. And I quote, death and destruction from the sky all day long. It's called Miss Aim, Iranian and American Mothers. I went to search for sardines this morning, but sought darkness instead. How fitting, I thought, as we slaughtered 170 girls at school, at their desks, by mistake, on our way to kill the Ayatollah. In the meantime, I burned my tortillas in the background. How fitting I felt. How will I eat breakfast while my taxes pay to pour toxic black rain on the people of Tehran? They're shipping our sons and daughters to Iran. They say the draft is next. Dear Mr. President, you think you're calling for a sense of duty in women. Instead, you're activating the mothers in us all. Long before I met feminism, I was taught as a child to serve men, to make men from my body, to give men my body, until a woman asked me one day, what do you want? I want a Simon Says memory game. I want a Pac-Man and a Donkey Kong. I want to be Luke Skywalker when we all play Star Wars by the creek. I want to win the Presidential Fitness Award and the 500-yard dash in my class. I want to climb the tallest pine tree my neighborhood has to offer. No, she says, do you want to be a princess? I thought she meant it at first, the part where I get to write my own day and achievements. I thought she meant I have a say. I took her at her word in the form of a question. Too late, I said, you opened the door, and a princess was not knocking from the other side. So here I stand in the kitchen today, thinking of sardines and tortillas and dead daughters in Iran before I see my kids in class at school later. Once in contract negotiations, an administration person whispered about our benefits on the chopping block. They've tasted the honey, as if we haven't earned our degrees, our expertise, our successes in classrooms. What they forgot was the fight in us. You told us our destiny was motherhood. Well, we're all mothers now, as you send our children to kill children across the polluted seas. They think they aimed at Iranian mothers, but they've awakened Gen X and millennials too. We did not send our sons to Vietnam singing hymns. We did not yellow ribbon our daughters into sacrifice. We did not buy war bonds or bake cookies for the troops. We birthed these children in blood and know what blood costs. Hegseth thinks he knows unfettered lust. Let me tell you about lust. I pushed a human through my body. I tore open to make life. I bled for days and still got up, knowing the intimacy of violence you've never touched. When we survived the births, we survived the men who fathered them. When we survived the risks of schools that get shot up, we survived the legislation that hoards resources for bombs and protects the right of unhinged men to bear arms. So now you want our sons. Call our daughters to duty. We gave birth to them. We know where they came from, and it wasn't your oligarchs' wars. We gave them bodies. You give them graves. We gave them breath. You give them kill lists. We gave them names. You give them subservience. We are not the same. You seem to think we are just mothers in kitchens, tin-bound sardines among jars of honey, expendable, obedient, ready for duty. Know this truth, though, when you call for our children. We are the activated mothers, shedding our aprons in kitchens with knives and knowledge between sweetness and violence. The choice is yours now. You get to decide which we'll use to serve you next.